You asked about Sudan. Thank you for that question. We are in regular consultations with EU member states about the horrific conflict that is ongoing in Sudan. It is a regular part in my portfolio as Minister of State for Europe of my interactions with counterparts, including the EU envoy Annette Weber, but also other member states. We welcome the European Parliament's timely resolution in support of mediation efforts in Sudan, and also the EU Commission's conclusions of its Foreign Affairs Ministers' meeting that did two or three things. They stressed the primacy of the Quad mediation efforts that the UAE is part of, led by the United States, but also with Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE as core partners, to mediate an immediate humanitarian truce in Sudan, followed by a permanent ceasefire in Sudan, to be followed by a transition to an independent civilian government. These are the core tenets of the mediation efforts of the Quad, which we are fully backing, and we are briefing regularly our European counterparts on the negotiation and the terms of the truce. It's important to note that the Quad statement of September 12th did represent a historic step towards stopping this fighting, towards ending the civil war between the two warring parties, and outlining a realistic roadmap of a truce followed by a transition to civilian rule. And of course, importantly, that the Quad has come behind the position that Sudan, unlike in many points of its history, should not have a future that is determined by extremist groups or become a fragile state where terrorists find safe haven. The Quad statement clearly says that there should not be a future for the Muslim Brotherhood in Sudan, and that an independent civilian-led government is the future for a stable and secure Sudan.